10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I got the new version of the Astros. It's the tournament,
Tournament. The tournament.
the tournament. Ready pair. They're all fancy and silver.
Nice.
They sound weird because
Nice.
there's a mode. I don't know if
Whatever happened to
guys,
your
you
fucking
won't be able to
nice
hear it, but
microphone?
it makes you sound like I'm in a surround, like I'm in a bubble.
Whatever happened to the nice fucking like microphone that you use, that you want to use? Did you ever get like a mix amp for it?
No. This one right here.
Yeah, that one right there.
I didn't hook up. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't have it connected.
All right. Okay. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll run to sometime when you're up here or something. Maybe I'll run to Guitar Center and buy a new one, because I've been meaning to. And I'll just, I don't know, $50 for this guy.
Word
That's
up. So do you want me to go? Go ahead,
$50
James.
for this guy, and I'll give you Final Fantasy 10 and 10 too for free.
That works.
I can go since you had a pretty eventful week. I just played video games all week. I
What's up,
played
man?
a lot of video games actually. And also had some excitement too. So I've been playing video games. A lot of video games. Video games. Mainly on my phone, which is weird. I never really would have expected me playing games on my phone.
Yeah, me neither. When you
but-
said that, I was like, what?
I've been playing a lot of Gunpla Gundam Build Fighters or whatever it's called. On my phone, I've been playing the Pokemon game.
Have you?
New Pokemon Masters, yeah, and a Fist
that
of the
one.
North Star
Yes.
game. Yeah, so
Hmm.
the Gundam game is really good. I really enjoy it. It's top tier, 10 out of 10. It's a good way to kill fucking money, to just waste money easy on fake things. The Pokemon game, I haven't really experienced that much. I've only maybe played like 20 minutes of it. Voice acting is pretty good, top tier. The battle system's pretty fun. It's kind of like it's just like Pokemon, but it's 3v3
Nice.
battles.
Okay.
And then Fist of the North Star. Holy shit. Oh my god, that game runs like hot fucking garbage.
What? Really?
Absolute
Isn't
garbage.
that like a special on a TV show?
What, Fist of the
What?
North Star?
Yeah.
No, well, okay, sort of. There's this show Fist of the North Star. It's an anime from like the late 80s. That's really good. Jeff, you'd probably like it. It's very gory.
I know what it's about.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
aware
you know
of
about
this.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
So Sega, since they have the license to Fist of the North Star games, they made a mobile game for iOS and Android, and it uses a lot of the models from the Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise game on PS4. You can see the problem right there.
Yeah.
You're using models from a PlayStation 4 game on a phone. Pre-rendered, it looks great. It looks fantastic. It's probably the best looking mobile game I've ever played. When you're actually in game, and like I have a Pixel 3 XL, so it's not like an old phone. It's not like, a low spec phone or anything like that. There were times where the frame rate dropped to no shit like 10 frames per second. In game. It just like
Yeah.
the frame rate just shit all over itself.
I bet.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to think. I know there's an anime where one of the dudes special, he yells like something along those lines and he punches somebody. And I can't for the life of me remember what the fuck it is.
Does the person explode
I don't
into
remember.
like a gory mess afterwards? Because if they explode into a gory mess, it's Are you thinking of Saint Seiya?
Hold on.
Because
I'm
like,
trying to.
if it's Saint Seiya, I'm gonna be shocked.
I know I've heard it before, and I can't for the life of me think of where I've heard it before. Where the guy goes, it's something. Maybe it's not Fist of the North Star, but something along those lines, and he just literally takes his fist and punches you.
Okay. Well, while he's looking that up, I've also played a little game on the PlayStation 4 called Vampire. Vampyr.
Okay.
All right, so the story
Okay,
is
I figured it out, but go ahead.
What is it?
It's not that. So, you remember Digimon?
Yeah.
The lion, the one that was like a human. It's he yells "Fists of the Beast King," and that's what he does. And that's his special.
Okay.
He was like one of the first people to become like a master. Digivolve to like the master form. Leon. Leomon.
Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
Yeah, the Leomon, the lion that could walk and stuff like that and talk. They all could talk, but yeah, there was Fist of the Beast King. That's what it was. And I thought it was something. So completely nothing to be the same about. Okay, go ahead.
The Vampire, you play as a dude. This is like it takes place in London, in probably around the turn of the century, of 1910, 1908, somewhere around there. It's like right around. It's like in World War One times, and you play as this guy who's a doctor, very famous doctor, and he was a field medic for the British army, and he comes back, gets bitten by a vampire. Now it's him trying to figure out who bit him and that kind of stuff, and find out if he can turn back the curse.
Mark says just play Hitman.
Yeah, Vampire sucks. That game's absolute fucking trash. It's
That bad, huh?
So the voice acting is okay. The story's pretty interesting. The animations are hot garbage. The graphics and the animation, it's like how can I put this lightly? They seem like I wouldn't say early, but like 2009 PlayStation 3 game.
Okay.
It's rough. It's extremely stiff. The combat is extremely stiff. You have it has a pretty big skill tree, but pretty much all you got to do is just throw blood arrows at people, and that pretty much gets them. No, it's not a good game. Don't play it. It's not good. Not good at all. Story is very boring after a while. I also played. We might talk about it because they announced it at a Nintendo Direct. I'll probably talk about it then. I played a game on the Switch. And I've also been playing Tetris 99 a lot. Still.
Yeah.
Still grinding away.
Have you gotten that chicken dinner yet?
Almost.
You guys saw the pictures
most.
I posted. 4th fucking place today. That's how I knew today was gonna be a bad day. I got 4th place.
You're getting close, man. Soon.
I was so butthurt. It was funny because that game, no one was attacking me, and I wasn't getting any KOs. It was just such a boring game that I ended up getting in 4th.
It happens, bro.
Yeah,
still,
it does.
It's close. That's awesome, though.
Yeah. I still would rather have an epic victory royale. I got Catherine, full body edition.
Yeah.
What is that? How is Catherine?
So it's a game where you try to bang 3 girls named Catherine. That's the best way to describe it.
And
You try to bang 3 girls named Catherine, and
the blonde girl is the main one from the previous one.
well, no,
Okay.
both the 2 blonde ones are.
Yeah.
The pink-haired one is new. She's the new Catherine.
Essentially, it's a puzzle game where you get trapped. Your mind essentially gets trapped in like. I don't even know. I guess you can explain it, but it's a puzzle game. You got to build your way up out of this maze.
Yeah, you fuck. You're friends with your like. Basically, your fiance is Catherine with a K, and she's a fucking cunt.
With a K.
With a K.
With a K.
No,
Okay.
with a hard C.
Oh, okay.
She's kind of like she's a bitch. All right. Then there's Catherine with a C comes in, and she's a fucking slut. She basically spreads her legs wide open just for you at the beginning, like right as you meet her. You wake up
Oh my gosh.
with Catherine with a C next to you in bed one morning, and you're just like, oh my god. So, you start having these weird dreams about sheeps and
Fucking sheeps.
a big like pillar and stuff, and you have to like open like parts of the pillar up so you can climb up because there's something chasing you at the bottom. And there's a bunch of people that have claimed to have those same dreams, but the people who have those same dreams and they get caught by the thing crawling up to them, they die.
Yep.
You die in the dream, you die for real. So
We got that Freddy Krueger action going on.
In a sense.
I want you guys to see something real quick. So I have 2 copies of the collector's edition.
It's ridiculous.
I got them from Amazon. Okay, I got it from Amazon. The first one the game came out on Tuesday. All right, I've had this game pre-ordered since February.
Yeah.
This game came out on Tuesday.
The original one was fun. If you never played it, by the way.
The original one was great. Great hidden gem. I got it on Wednesday. So I'm already a little peeved about that, but I'm like, okay, it's fine. I don't care. I'm not gonna be a little baby about it.
But you could be if you wanted to.
I could be if I wanted to, but that's not why I'm a little baby.
It's no 2K game where you got to get it at midnight. If you don't, you're 10,000 years behind.
Yeah. The thing that I was
Nobody will
peeved
play with
about
you.
is the
it's ripped.
corners of the box are all crumpled, and this one's fucking ripped.
Yep.
So the box that it was sent in from Amazon was partially open
Oh my gosh.
when the UPS driver dropped it off.
That's not polite.
And I'm like, are you serious right now? So the first thing I do is I open it up to make sure everything's in there. Everything's in there. The game is still fully sealed. Yada, yada, yada. I open it up, and I look, and I'm like, I spent like $90 fucking on this game.
Yeah.
And the corners
ruined.
are fucked. This ain't gonna fly.
You ruined it.
So
It was good, but then you ruined it.
So I contact Amazon, and I go through the process, and they send me a new one on Saturday. So like 2 days later, they send me a brand new one. I'm like, sweet, that's cool. And this one came USPS, the Postal Service, immaculate condition, perfect condition. So I'm like, all right, thank God. But this is making me leery of ever buying anything, like any collector's editions or anything from Amazon again.
Oh, yeah.
But I did get some really cool stuff in it. So I'll open up the one that I have to send back to Amazon to get my money back. Because that's already fully opened. So I get a little plush sheepy sheep. A little plushy sheepy sheep. I get a cool little art book with new Catherine on there. With some really
Nice.
cool concept art in it. I really like that shit. I get a CD, the soundtrack on CD. So
Nice.
always love that. And then a really cool. Let me grab.
And the cool thing about this game too, it's like Life is Strange. So there's interactions you have with other people, and based on what you say, changes the outcome of the game.
It's very dating simmy.
Yeah.
And then I get this cool little steelbook case with all 3 Catherines on it. and it's very bright pink,
Yeah.
so it will super stand out.
Yeah.
The only complaint I have with this steelbook.
The fan service is real, bro.
Oh yeah, the only complaint I have with the steelbook is that the name isn't on the spine of it.
Yeah, it's just like a pink case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck?
So that's like a very, very extremely minor nitpick, but a nitpick nonetheless. All the steelbooks that I own all have the name on the spine of it, so I can easily look on my shelf and be like, oh, there's Resident Evil 7. Oh, there's Kiwami 2. There's Kiwami 1. There's Uncharted 4. You know, easy, just grab. Granted,
It's
this
pink.
This is a bright pink case. I'm not gonna have that issue.
Isn't
But
like
still.
based on what you pick, like it also changes the level of the hard, like the difficulty of that level you're about to do?
No, you actually choose the difficulty at the beginning.
I wasn't sure if it changed it or not.
Here's the weird thing about the original Catherine. I got stuck on the final part of the game because I was playing on a difficulty that apparently no one played on. Super fucking easy. So I would look up guides on how to do it, and I'm like, this is nothing like how mine is. What is going on right now?
You were playing
Nobody.
it on easy?
Yeah, like the easiest setting because I was the little babby.
And no one played it on that difficulty.
Yeah, everyone was playing it like on normal.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, all right, that sucks. But okay. So I never beat Catherine.
That's awesome. Yeah, the first one's cool. Yeah, it's weird. You're basically, you have to climb blocks and you have to move like stones out of the way to climb up to the next one. And you have to escape before this like basically the devil kills you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst.
And if you miss a block, you fall and then you get hurt because you fell too far.
Like too far.
And then you like start limping and shit because then you have to climb back up. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they kind of confirmed that they're making a sequel, so they're making a Catherine too.
I only
so.
played the first one because it's rated M and it said it was nudity in it. And so that's the sole reason why I played it, because it came out like 10 years ago.
That's funny.
It was right around 10 years.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, this is fucking amazing. I want to see some animated boobies. And I never got to see any animated boobies, but that's the only reason why I played it.
Boy, howdy, do I have a game for you that you would like.
Oh man.
That's the
You wanna
sole
see
reason why
animated boobies.
I was gonna buy it too, and like literally strictly for the reason of being able to see this, seeing Catherine's
Just the
boobs.
movies.
Because in the original game case, you're in Catherine's cleavage.
Mhm.
Your head's sticking out between her boobs.
That's great.
Yeah, she's got a red bra and your head's sticking out between her cleavage.
Catherine with a C, by the way. Catherine with a K is too classy for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good
So I might
times.
stream that after we're done here,
Nice.
depending on when we get done. It'll be the People 8 Studios After Hours.
I've heard about that show.
Jeff, where can they find you?
On Splash Screen Gaming
Thursdays.
on Twitch. Yeah, Thursdays on Twitch primarily, and then on YouTube. Splash Screen Gaming on YouTube. You can find me there. And that's it right now. I mean, then we have a Facebook page that I haven't really been keeping up on, but I will eventually. So yeah.
Well,
How
you
about
can
you?
find me. You can find me on youtube.com/People8 Studios. Same with twitch.tv/People8 Studios. You're probably watching on one of those right now.
You know what I realized we forgot to do when we first started this podcast? We forgot to introduce ourselves and say any of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm James. The person in the middle right here is Walker, and there's Jeff.
I just thought about that. Like we just went right into our weeks.
You're busy fucking around.
I'm sorry. I ruined the. I'm fucking off for a week, and it's just like I throw the fucking groove off of everything.
This is why I don't miss a single
okay.
goddamn episode, because my groove will be completely off.
I'll get it back.
I ask this question every single time, but what the hell are you guys gonna do the 1 week that I'm not here?
We'd be lost without you, James. What else you got going
and
on?
then you could
Our best.
you can also find me at People810 on Twitter.
You sure
That was
can.
my week.
For myself, I was obviously not here last week. I was moving into a new house, which I am here now, and as you can see, I am in a room by myself with no clothes, no beds. Well,
Well, I mean, you got clothes on right now.
I do have clothes on. I'll be taking them off here in a little bit, but no,
Save it for after the show. I don't want
I
to
know,
get
right?
I don't want to get banned.
I am. I have my own little room. It's a 4-bedroom house. It's nice. It's we got to move in a little early. We weren't supposed to move in until Monday, but Monday was Labor Day, so I called them. I'm like, "So you guys even open?" And then they were like, "Yeah, that's a good point. No, we're not." I was like, "Well, can we move in Saturday? I mean, can we move in Friday? That way we can get everything going because if I don't move in Friday, I can't have my internet until Wednesday or Thursday of the following week. And if I can move in Friday, the internet company will come out Saturday, and all the other shit will be on Friday." And they were like, "Yeah, I suppose." I was like, "Thank God," because if not, I wouldn't have internet, and I wouldn't have been able to work Sunday or Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So, do have first time ever. I have fiber optic internet.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably the man.
Yeah, so it's fucking awesome. It fluctuates a ton. I have gotten up to 900 download, 900 upload megabytes, 900 megabytes.
Yeah, this guy with his fancy
Only.
internet,
It,
It's,
living, in the
um,
it
future over there.
fluctuates between 600 and 900.
Yeah,
Living in the future over there, like a.
guess how
like a
much it
guy.
costs a month?
How much?
75.
$65.
Yep. Okay, so I was close.
Yeah, it's a special
It's super
through
cheap.
it's a special through CenturyLink. Like the only company that does it. If you try to get fiber optics through Spectrum, it's like $250 a month. Comcast, it's the same price. Cause I asked the one guy and I was like, fiber optics is fiber optics, but is there like a reason why you guys have it at $65? Like, is it because you guys have like really shitty fiber optics compared to everyone else? And he was like, it's fiber, like you can't make a shitty fiber optics, like
Mhm.
it's all.
Right.
It's like he was like,
Yeah.
It's all
a
the
lot
same.
of he's like a lot of people question like, how is it $65? And it's just like they're a smaller company, and so why not? Why not get people in the door for this amazing deal?
And then a year from now.
Yeah, I
when
know.
the
I don't know
price
what it's gonna be a
jumps-
year from now because it said the 1 year. It's a 1 year pricing for $65.
Hmm.
So we'll see. Next year it's $500. I'm fucking stupid.
Well, no, then you go over to a different company.
No, it's not. CenturyLink's the only company at this house.
Uh,
Only Domino's delivers here.
not DoorDash?
Nope. DoorDash.
Oh my
Uber
God! What are you
Eats.
gonna do?
It depresses me. Let me show you a little thing here. So I've come to find that out. At first, Domino's couldn't even find our address, so it's weird. Like there's a south in front of our address. Blank South Blank Drive.
South North Street.
Yeah, South North Street. Let's just say that. And everyone's like, "You live in Utah?" I'm like, "No, I live in Tucson, Arizona. You're 5 miles away from me." And they were like, "It doesn't show up." I'm like, gave my address in the south. You take out the south, it shows up. It's the weirdest
course.
thing. But south is actually in my address.
That's weird.
But it doesn't show up on these apps if you put south. So here is all of the companies. So the green is where they deliver. The gray is where they don't. I am
like right-
literally across the street from where they fucking deliver. Yeah. And I'm like, I looked it up and I'm like, are you serious? I was like, I am literally, the green is Tucson. The only fucking part of Tucson that they don't deliver is where I live.
Sucks to suck.
It's like you literally cover every inch of Tucson except for pretty much my fucking road and the prisons. Like, it's like, what the fuck is that?
That sucks.
So yeah, that was pretty fucking hilarious. I just seen that. I'm like, Nicole's like, it's a sign for you to get healthy.
Yeah.
We do have a chopsticks
That is
though.
funny,
I
dude.
found out.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, we have a
That's cool.
chopsticks. They actually don't deliver here, but I convinced the one person to deliver here, so I do have that. They were like, I was like, it's only 2 more exits. Like, please, and they're like, "Ah, fine. I was like, yes. So I had chopsticks the other
Beach
day.
level 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, everything else was. I'm just like, how are we literally in a fucking 1 block radius of what every company doesn't deliver to? Unbelievable. But yeah, that's been nice. I love the house. It's big. Weird thing about this community, there's no streetlights.
I don't like that.
Yeah, there's no streetlights at all.
I don't like that at all.
For those who don't know where I live about on a housing complex about 40 seconds away from 3 prisons.
I'll be right back.
Okay. But they say it's super safe here anyways, because if someone's gonna escape from a jail, they're not gonna go to the only housing complex that's literally 30 seconds up the road. Because I was told that the second someone, if it does happen, they basically barricade this area off, and the criminal will be stupid to come here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no streetlights. Yeah, we drove at like night the first time like 3 days ago, and we came in and we're looking around and we're like, why is it so dark? Come to find out, I'm like, there's no streetlights. I was like, that's weird. That was super fucking strange.
That is weird.
Yeah. The only bad thing so far about the house is the stairs.
The stairs?
The
Yeah.
stairs. Sunday. No, today's Sunday. Went Thursday. I was on break, and I don't know if this was fucking God like giving me a sign or something. So I'm like, I don't want to work anymore today. I have like an hour and a half left. I just want to leave work. So I go on my 15-minute break. I'm walking down the steps with my son Lincoln. He trips, falls, like hits a step, goes to hit a second one. I grab him, put him in the air, like I'm holding him in the air. I fly over him halfway up the stairs. I'm holding him in the air while I'm tumbling down the stairs. Smacked my kneecap off the edge, like felt like I broke my wrist.
Oh gosh, bro.
He's up in the air, he's crying.
do
I
that.
called Nicole because she's at karate with Grace, and I'm like, "Are you
Oh,
dead?
basically.
I can't breathe." Like I can't breathe because I'm like freaking out. I can't move my knee because I literally felt like I broke my kneecap.
It's like, honey, I think I just
Yeah.
died.
Lincoln's screaming. My knee is literally throbbing. I can't bend my leg. My wrist is on fire. Like I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I can't. Like, are you almost done? Like she's like, I can't hear you because I can't talk. Like I'm screaming into the phone because I'm trying to yell
So
over
I'm
Lincoln.
glad
I'm
you're
in pain.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the time, I bet it was terrifying, but it is
was.
funny.
Yeah, Lincoln had a lump
That
on a goose egg on his head because he hit the step.
Aw,
But other than that, though, he was fine. My wrist.
that's good.
Nicole asked me to crack her back yesterday. I pushed down on her back, and I screamed like a little girl because I hurt so bad to push on her back with my wrist. And then if I
Yeah.
touch my knee a certain spot, like I get like it hurts as well. And then my back still hurts, and like it was rough. The next morning, my hip, my shoulder. Like I'm
Man.
too old for this fucking shit.
You know you're getting old when falling down the stairs is like super painful.
Yeah,
When
I
I
know.
was younger,
Devastating.
when I was
Devastating.
younger, I used to yeet myself off the stairs all the time. And
Oh,
I was
yeah, me too.
Like it
completely
was
fine.
no big deal.
Yeah, it was
Hell
fucking. It was brutal. But yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that hurts. So that's
Glad
been
you
the,
survived it though.
yeah, that's been the only hiccup at the house so far. Past
Gotta be
that,
extra careful with the stairs now, aren't you?
yeah, I have
You and Lincoln.
PTSD every time Lincoln goes by him. Like my heart like sinks. Playing a ton of Minecraft.
Yeah, you have.
which is
Holy
weird. I don't know
shit,
why.
dude.
Grayson's been wanting to play it, so I've been getting into it. Dude, I didn't like that game is so intricate. Like you have to have fucking like the different pickaxes to get different materials and things along those lines. I had to like Google a bunch of this shit because I'm like, So like I'm playing this game. I'm like what really is the point of this game? Like what? Like am I missing something here? Because
What's
it's
the
literally
end goal?
it's
There
literally
is an
the
end game.
well yeah. And I found that out, but I didn't know that at first. I'm like, is this literally you're supposed to dig down
Just
halfway
dig?
into the earth, find fucking gold and silver and mine and build houses?
Fine.
I'm like, there's got to be something fucking more to this game other than
Well, that's
literally
what it
just
was in vanilla.
wandering hours and
Aimlessly.
hours, just fucking chopping down trees. Come to find out, there's like the Ender Dragon and shit like that you can defeat, and if you defeat that, then you essentially beat the game.
Right.
So like, but it's like little things like, so I finally like I had no idea. I'm pickaxing fucking stone with a wooden axe. And I'm like, dude, this is taking fucking forever. I'm like, how the fuck do you get you get a stone or a silver one? I had to fucking look it up. So I get that. So I get a stone pickaxe. I'm digging down, and I find like a fucking mine of gold, rubies, and I found
Nice
diamonds.
score, bro.
I'm like, this is fucking awesome. So I'm using my stone pickaxe to mine gold, the rubies, and the diamonds. And I'm like, oh, this is fucking awesome. I'm getting them all. I'm getting tons. And the same stone, the regular stone is going up, but I don't see the little tiny gems in the stones, and I'm like, oh, when I go back to the surface, it's probably just hidden in there. I look at my thing, I just have regular fucking stone. I don't have diamonds, I don't have gold, I don't have rubies. I'm just like,
Son of a bitch.
I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So I asked my brother, I'm
Aw,
like,
man.
so why don't I have? So I Google it, I'm like, what you need to, how to get gold? You have to have a iron, gold, or diamond pickaxe to get those. I'm like, you are fucking kidding me. And I've yet to find diamonds ever again. And there was probably like
F's.
there's
That
probably like
sucks.
20 diamond things that I found. I'm like, this is amazing. I'm gonna have fucking diamond armor when I first play this. Nope. Like there's a fucking cauldron. I have no idea what that does. There's a fucking compost. No idea what that does. Like there's so many little intricate things. I can fucking make magic potions and shit. I'm like, I just miss creative when all the shit was made for me.
Right. Why do I have to build this stuff?
Dude, that game pisses me off so much. So I'm in a dungeon, and I died in the fucking dungeon.
Oh, rip.
But there's all these skeletons and fucking zombies.
Not scaly bellies.
So I drop all my shit. So I keep going. I literally probably went back like 9 times to get my shit, and I fucking died every single time. I'm like, oh. I just took a deep breath. Like, oh my god, I'm about to. Oh, this is fucking stupid. So then finally, I get like half of it, and then I leave, go back to get the other half. I die again. So then I shut the game off. Open the game up, all my shit's gone because when you shut the game off, it disappears. I was like,
Yep.
you motherfuckers.
Ha
There was times when I was fucking building a farm and shit. I'm like, oh, I have a beautiful fence, I have a beautiful garden, and all of a sudden,
Everything's nice. The whole world is. Birds are chirping.
yeah.
Birds are singing. Cheeseburger.
pretty much, and then all of a sudden I hear, boof! A fucking creeper blows up behind me and destroys my garden and kills me. I was like, you motherfucker!
Creeper.
Uh,
Oh,
That
man.
all sounds about right, man.
Dude, that happened to me like 7 times. I'm like, you dumb bitch. And obviously I didn't realize your fucking experience resets. I think I was like at 25 and I died till fucking lava. I touched lava and I was trying to jump over it, and I touched it, and for some reason my health kept going down, and I didn't know if I just wasn't jumping out of lava, and I died and reset my experience. It's like, no, this game. I hate this game
Fucking
so much,
loser.
but it's fucking fun at the same time, and I don't know why it's fun because there's no point to it. There is, but and the shitty thing about the PS4 version, you can't play with any of the other consoles or anybody else.
Not yet.
Nope. So I can't, like, I have to get on my son on his iPad can play with my brother on his Xbox because the iPad uses the Microsoft version of Minecraft while PlayStation has the stupid fucking PS4 edition, which doesn't allow you to play with anybody other than someone with the PS4.
Or
Really?
PS3.
Yeah.
Or Vita.
Yeah, you
can
only,
play with the people in the Sony universe,
but nobody
that's it.
else. Yeah, so that's stupid. And it's like I'm already decently far in the PlayStation version. I have it for PC, but it's just like because I started playing it on PlayStation randomly. I don't know why I picked PlayStation over PC, but and then I got like super far, and then I'm like, I really want to start over for PC. It's like I want to play with people, but I don't want to have to fucking do this all over again. But that's pretty much it. On to some weird / shitty news. So I texted you the other day.
Yeah.
I got some pretty bad, kind of bad, fucked up news. So, correctional officer. Y'all remember I applied for it?
Yeah.
CO, the Arizona State, whatever. So get all the information, do everything. Give them all my information. Passed obviously the fit test, passed the written test, took my physical, took my medical. I was in backgrounds. So they called me, had a couple questions. I guess I accidentally said I started working at Best Buy in March 2018, but that was when I switched jobs. But that was just a funny hiccup. So I'm waiting. Haven't heard anything. It's probably been about 2 weeks-ish.
Okay.
So I'm sitting waiting here and hearing something. I'm waiting for information, nothing. So we did a change of address, which I've never had this before. But when you do a change of address now, I don't know if it's something that I accidentally selected. And the reason why I get these, let me see if I can find it. No, it's probably not going to show up because I reset my phone. Hold on. Hang on. So
We're waiting with bated breath.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 2
The
seconds. Let me see if I
tension
can
is
find
building.
that. Okay.
I
So
can barely contain myself, actually.
hang on.
Oh
No.
my god. Oh man. This better be good. This better be really good.
So I get a thing. It's called Mail Digest. So it's from the postal service. It literally shows you what you're getting in the mail.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
Why? I don't know.
Science.
It's fucking weird. I don't know why that is. So one of them is from the Arizona Department of Corrections. I was like, oh, that's
Okay.
weird. I wonder why they're emailing me. I was told I was going to get I wonder why they're sending me a letter in the mail. I was told I was going to get a phone call from everything. I'm like, it's going to be a fucking denial letter. I just had a feeling. So get home. It's in the mail. I open it up. Jeremy Walker, dear Jeremy Walker, through further investigation, you will no longer be offered a position at the Arizona Correction or any facility in the state of Arizona. Per further investigation, we are no longer moving forward. Thank you. Have a nice day. So I'm like, that fucking sounds weird. I'm not being offered a job here or at any correction facility in the state of Arizona.
Like, damn, I didn't know I did
So-
that bad.
So I called. I'm like, hey, I got a
Yeah.
denial letter. Didn't really give
sounded
me any
pretty
information, but it says I can't get this job or essentially any other job. And they're like, okay, well maybe it's just a temporary thing. Maybe you failed one of the tests or something like that. So he looks it up. Oh. That's what he says.
Oh.
I'm like,
Oh.
oh, what? And he was like, yeah, unfortunately, this isn't a temporary thing. You're banned for life. I was like, what do you
the
mean?
Fuck?
He was like, yeah, you're banned for life from applying at any Arizona State correctional facility. I was like,
What?
I'm banned for life? He was like, yeah, unfortunately. And I was like, well, why? They go, unfortunately, we can't disclose that information to you. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I was like, did it something to do with my my application that I failed to put something on there? Is it one of my relatives? Is it me that I fail a test? That I fail one of the medical things? I'm too fat. Actually said that, and he kind of giggled, and he just didn't say anything. And I was like, well, was it a family member? He's like, well, unfortunately, we can't release that information. That's when he said that. I was like, so what does that mean? And he was like, you can apply at other correctional facilities outside of the state of Arizona, and you can apply at county jails, but you can't apply at any state prison in the state of Arizona for the rest of your life. Like, what the fuck? So, me and Nicole are sitting there, and we're like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like, I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm a fucking criminal. For one, sorry I'm swearing so much. It's just something that makes me mad. So and she was like, it was like, what could it have been? So the only thing that we've narrowed it down to is 3 things. So they called me about 2 weeks ago because about that, the thing with my job, that was messed up. They fixed that. Somebody else called me the next day, and he was like, hey, on the application you said you had tattoos. I said, yes. And he said, okay, I need pictures of all your tattoos. And so what I was thinking, okay, so if you can see it, I have a picture of swords.
Oh.
And I have a tombstone with a cross with Assassin's Creed. And Assassin's Creed is a game where you kill people. But at the same time, they're not that bad. It's not like I have a fucking gun or some shit. Yes, I have swords.
Right. Nothing crazy though.
So nothing crazy. It's a video game related. And I specifically said that all my tattoos are video game related. So then I was thinking, okay, was it my driving record? Because they asked me about that. He was like, well, tell me about your driving record. And I was like, he's like, are all your tickets and everything paid? And I was like, yeah, everything I've ever gotten pulled over for is all paid. He's like, okay, cool.
It's a weird reason to get denied, though, is because of traffic tickets.
Well, so I looked up and I'm like, if it was traffic tickets, what could it have been? So 2016, I was in a car accident and I got charged for careless driving, which in some states can be considered a misdemeanor, which is a worse offense. But that was pretty much it. But it was never really classified as that in Pennsylvania. I just got a ticket and I went on my way. The ticket was like $150, because I rear-ended somebody because I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, that doesn't really make sense, but it could have been. And the last part was, he was like, tell me about your brother Justin. So, kind of laying it out there. If you don't know, you can look all this shit up, so it's not like I'm releasing any fucking personal information about myself. So, my brother Justin was arrested on multiple different things. He's gotten drug charges, parole violations, and he was actually arrested in a meth bust.
Oh, nice.
But in that meth bust, he wasn't charged. He was let go because they didn't want him. They wanted, like, the ringleader. I don't know what shows up on his record, but he specifically asked me about that. So my mom and my wife Nicole both think it's that. Because at one given time, me and Justin had the same address, my parents' address. So maybe, I don't know. I'm going to call him back on Monday and be like, listen, if I'm banned for life...
Yeah, I would... Can you guys at least let me know how I can find out why?
Yeah, it's like...
I understand you might not be able to tell me, but do you have any idea who I can ask to find... Like,
because to
what
me,
is my next step then?
Because to me, if I'm banned for life, it's not like I can fucking apply in 6 months and change my answers. No. I'm going to immediately get denied an application.
Yeah.
Like, so that's what I'm going to call him. Like, listen, I can understand you not wanting to tell me if it was only a temporary thing, and I can reapply in 6 months and have to basically try to figure out what I've messed up on. But you are physically telling me I am banned from ever being an Arizona State correctional officer. That I can never apply. Like,
until they change the computer systems and they forget about that.
I told my brother, and I was like, I need you to apply to be a correctional officer. My little brother Jordan, because he's coming down here in a couple weeks. And I was like, I need you to apply to be a correctional officer. He's like, why? And I was like, I need you to go through everything. I need you to pass everything. I need you to pass the physical test. You need to stop smoking weed so you can do that. He doesn't smoke weed, but I'm just making a joke. You need to pass everything. Because I want to see if you get denied. Because if he does...
Then you know exactly
Then I know exactly what it was. If he doesn't, then it was on me.
But that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
If that is it's kind of like the sins of the father or the sins of the son, you know.
Yeah.
So Nicole's like, well, so if you got denied this job, are you banned from the police officer job? Which I haven't heard anything back either. I haven't heard anything about the polygraph test. It's been 3.5 weeks.
I can't imagine that.
So I immediately call, and I'm like, "Hey, this is Jeremy. I'm just checking up. I had my polygraph test almost 3.5 weeks ago. I was told I'd find out in a couple days, and haven't heard anything." And the guy was like, "Well, your background officer isn't here." I was like, "Yeah, I know, but I was just curious because, like I said, the guy who did my polygraph test told me I'd find out like Monday, Tuesday, of the like 4 days after I took it, and it's been like almost a month." And he was like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense. So let me check." So he does this thing. I'm sitting on silent for literally like 10 minutes. My heart's like I want to bust out in tears. I'm like, God damn it. Like, this is some shit right now. He comes back and he's like, "Okay, I found all your stuff. Yeah, it's still being worked on. Technically, the background investigator, he has until October 31st to finish it, because your academy doesn't start until the week of Thanksgiving." And I was like, sheesh. He's like, "Yeah, he technically still has 2 months to finish your background." He was like, it's pretty much done. And from what I can see, everything looks good. And I was like, "Okay, cool. Like, what about the polygraph test?" And he was like, "Well, let me put it this way. We just got your polygraph test 2 days ago, and it wouldn't be on the background investigator's desk if it was something bad." He's like, "I can't tell." He's like, "I can't tell you what it says because I don't know, and I'm not allowed to open files on someone else's desk.
Right.
But just know that it wouldn't be where it's at if something bad happened."
Failed. Right.
I was like,
but there's still that weird thing that they're saying, like, you could never ever apply ever again. Maybe they're messing with you and trying to see how you react.
No, it was pretty freaking official. I wish they were messing with me, but it's stupid because I asked, because this came up in my police interview about my brother, and I was like, he's like, "Well, tell me what he did," and I told him, and I was like, "That's not gonna affect anything that I do, right?" And the background for the police department was like, you can't control what your relatives do, like they're them and they're you.
I think it's different because with a correctional officer being in a prison,
yeah,
there is that chance that you might end up in the same state penitentiary as your brother.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I that's what I'm thinking, at least.
And that's what came across too. Like, if we lived together and he was a criminal and everything along those lines, why, like, what prevents me from doing the same thing? Obviously, which I never freaking would, but. So I'm gonna call it tomorrow and just to see what they say. I highly doubt they'll tell me, but I'm gonna be like, "Listen, if I'm banned, like, who cares? Just tell me, like, or give me a hint. Press the button once for yes. Press the button twice for no."
Cough once.
Well, I mean, at the very minimum, let you know where to look next. You know what I mean? Like, all right, if you can't tell me, can you at least tell me who can? Like, if I want to inquire further, who do I talk to? Like, who's the next guy? You know?
Who's your supervisor? Who's your manager?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to speak to your manager. My name is Karen.
And they talk to your manager right now.
Yeah, so that was the shitty part of my week, and it's just kind of been eating at me the last couple days, unfortunately, since just because it makes you sit there and it's just like, okay, you're basically saying you guys looked at my shit and be like, "Oh no."
I ain't touching
Stamp,
that with the 10-foot
like,
pole.
yeah, so I'm just like, it makes you think, like, in the back of the mind, it's like, okay, like, I'm reliving my whole entire life. Like, did I do something that I don't know that I did that makes me a criminal? Like,
right.
So we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much that sums up my week though, for the most part. A lot of good and one bad thing, but unfortunately that bad thing's kind of large. So, but hopefully there's still hope. There's still hope for the police. Oh, speaking of injuries, by the way. So, Thursday I fell down the stairs.
Yes, we know.
Friday, I forgot to mention this. I have a tote that I'm bringing in the door. I'm holding it like this with both sides. I think I have enough room to walk in the door with the tote widthwise. I walk in.
Fuck up your knuckles.
My fucking hands get stuck in between the door and the totes. I have bruises on both sides of my hand, here and here, and I move my hands and they hurt.
I
Oh, and also, I'm piling onto the week. My TV broke that I had in my
Which
room.
one?
It's in my Roku, not the Sony.
Oh,
It's a Roku
okay.
TV. The screen jumps up and down. If you leave it unplugged for a day, it stops, and then a couple hours later, it flickers. And 2 cell phones broke today.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of capping off a 5-7 day stretch. So I had to go to the store and buy a new one. Because my one iPhone literally just kept power cycling. It would be on, and it would shut off. It would reset. I would use it for a minute, shut off, reset. I reset it with the computer holding the buttons and remembering the old Apple.
The old ways.
Yeah, it didn't work. I factory reset my phone. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna work, because my phone wouldn't back up. It didn't work. I'm like, I just fucking factory reset my phone for no goddamn reason. I lost everything.
I'm sure
You didn't back it up?
No, I couldn't. My iCloud was full.
Idiots.
My iCloud was full, so when I tried to back it up to my computer, it was power cycling, so it never finished backing up.
You fucking idiot.
So yeah, I lost a bunch of my.
That's what you get for not backing your shit
I lost all
up.
my porn videos. And then so
You
I
gotta
put
have
my
dude. Okay, all right. Real talk. You gotta have a burner for that shit, man.
So then I put my SIM. I think I threw this phone across the room, and I don't even know where it's at this point. So I put my phone into a phone. I put my SIM card into a phone that's broken, where the screen is like shattered, and like that black screen bleed is like takes up half the phone, but I can still see it.
LCD.
So I don't even know where it went at this point. The screen starts shaking up and down. I'm trying to text, and the screen starts jumping. I'm like, you fucking phone. So I punched the screen. I broke it even more. I was like, oh, yeah, that didn't work.
My God.
And so I had to go buy a new phone, which should be interesting how I'm going to get on to work tomorrow, because that phone that I broke, I use it to log into work because it has my login, because there's a system we use that generates a code. And it generates a code to a phone number that I don't have, my old phone number. And so I had to keep this phone to keep generating that number, and I punched it and broke it. So now I don't have access to that thing.
You just living on the edge, bro.
Jesus.
So I got to call the help desk tomorrow morning to try to hopefully get that code generated before work so I can fucking log in.
Yeah, you're having a rough week, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
I got a new phone out
I
of
guess
it, though.
can only. Yeah, I think it's can only get better from here, right?
Yeah.
Get a new phone to start with.
Yeah, except now my cell phone bill is more expensive than like a house payment. But
Yep.
So.
You know how that is. Holy shit.
Very much.
But other than that, though, it's up and up now. So hopefully, I did get a call today from the background investigator, the guy who called you, or you guys called him, or whatever, John. He called me and he had a couple questions about the polygraph test. Somehow the guy was like, "You quit Best Buy in March of 2019?" I was like, "No, I'm still here." He's like, "The guy wrote you left Best Buy," and I was like, "In March of 2019." I'm like, "In March of 2018, I left the store to work from home for Best Buy." He's like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense. That would make a lot of sense." He's like, I thought you still worked for Best Buy," and I was like, "Yeah, I probably just got lost in translation there somehow." But he was like, "Okay, yeah, everything else is good. You have a great weekend." But then that was the end of the conversation. After we got off the phone, I'm like, I should have asked him, how everything's going? Is it good? I'm like, do I call him back and like ask him? Like, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna be that guy. I calls him back. Oh, by the way, so knock on wood, I still got that. So that's my week.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait 2 days before you text him back. You know.
I know.
You gotta play a little bit hard to get.
I know, right? So we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated on that end. So.
Yeah, definitely.
I want that phone because I want to show you it. There's glass falling off.
I don't want to see it. I see that shit every day.
It was bad. Well, the glass falling off wasn't for me punching it. That was just for me dropping it 20,000 times. But nevertheless, I did get Apple Care in this phone. I was smart there.
I see that shit every day.
Yeah, I know. Just think of like the worst condition phone. Like that's what this was.
Yeah, probably not. No, I've seen worse.
Yeah, probably. Anywho,
I've seen one that was stepped on by a horse, so nothing surprised me anymore.
I had a guy once come in and he wanted to utilize his GSP on his Android phone. He had a corner of the phone. He was using his wood chipper and it was in his pocket up here, and he leaned over the wood chipper. It fell out of his pocket into the wood chipper, and he found a corner of his phone, basically the size of like a dime. He was like, I found part of it. Can I use the Geek Squad? And they're like, sir, this is smaller than my thumb. Like, this is smaller than my thumbnail. Like, I was like, what do you mean?
It's at that point I just laugh at them
Yeah.
and be like, no.
This was when Brandon Fresh was there. He comes over because the man is, I want to talk to your manager.
This is really broken.
Yeah, and the guy was like, Brandon Fresh was like, oh, what is this? Is this like a microchip for a computer? I was like, no, it's the corner of this dude's phone. He wants to utilize his Geek Squad protection and get a new one. Brandon just sits there and stares at the guy and just walks away. And the guy was like, what does that mean? And I'm like, I'm assuming that means no, sir. And he was like, I don't understand some people, like, why you thought that was like a thing.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
sir, if you total your car and you bring your tire into the garage, into the car shop and say, here, I want to trade in my vehicle with a fucking tire. Do you think they're going to give you a new car for a tire?
I don't think so.
And he was like, don't use analogies on me. I'm like, well.
But
Yeah.
But it seems to be the only way it's getting through your head.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably one of the wildest things that I've seen was that dude dropped his phone. It was a prepaid phone too, so it wasn't even that expensive. But luckily it wasn't like an iPhone or something. It was just a prepaid phone. But still, though, it was absolutely hilarious. Yeah,
dude.
not hilarious for him, but just that story, like in general, was like unheard of. But that's all I got. Let's segue into some news.
wait, where can they find you, Walker?
Oh, where can you find me? At Captain_Geech15 on everything. Captain Geech15 on the Instagram. I'm hoping to start streaming some Minecraft here. I think I might actually eventually switch to the PC side, just because I know my brother wants to play with me. So, at least until Call of Duty comes out. Speaking of which, not this Sunday, but the following, next Sunday, that week, I'll be in Erie.
Yeah, you will.
That'd be fun.
1 week from this Tuesday, I will be in Erie for an entire week. So 2 weeks from now, that Sunday podcast, I'll be in Erie. If you want to meet up and do it somewhere, or do it at your house, or I'll just do it on my phone somewhere random in a park, quiet by myself. No, I'm just kidding. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Like, where are you at? I'm at a graveyard right now, doing a live podcast, doing a
Lied seance.
yeah,
Right.
seeing if I can summon anybody.
Summon any great hosts.
But yeah, that's where you can find me, the good old Captain Geech, which hopefully one day I will change, get something a little more professional. But till that day, you gotta suck it up, and it's Captain Geech, not Captain Gucci, fucks. Not that I've had anybody call me that lately, except for my wife. She knows it makes me mad. She's like, "What's up, Captain Gooch?" I'm like, I hate you so much.
I think me and Nicole would get along just
Yeah, I think you would,
perfectly.
definitely. Even she agrees with that, too.
We both love making fun of you and pissing you off.
Oh, she agrees with that assessment as well. I'm really curious where I put that phone. I thought I put it down over here, but I guess I didn't.
Guess not.
Oh, well.
Well, hey, maybe we should get to the news.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
what is
start.
the
Nicole wants me to plug in she wants me to set up her Fire Stick. So give me a second. You start the news,
Okay.
and I'll be right back.
All right. So, I don't really want to talk about the big news until Walker's here, because he watched part of the Nintendo Direct. We got a Nintendo Direct this week. And the other two things, like, I kind of also don't want to talk about, because I
Okay.
want to hear Walker's reaction to these, and I want us all to experience it as a community, as the three of us. You know, it just
Okay.
doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Jeff, what do you want to talk about while we're waiting the 5 minutes or so that Walker's gone?
What did I see the other day that looked really good? There was some kind of
Oh, there was
That's
something.
fine. I thought there was a game. Oh, good.
There was
I don't
something there was something I forgot to mention in my week that I
Hmm.
did.
What'd you do?
I started rewatching Attack on Titan.
Cool.
I started rewatching it.
That's what's up, man.
Still a fine show. I mean, it's all right. I'm still on the first season. So just kind of barreling through that. One day it just happened one day. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Attack on Titan. I want to listen. I want to listen to because I have that song in my anime playlist on Spotify.
Okay.
And so like listen to it while I'm driving to work. And I'm just like, I really should get back into it. I should really give it a good chance. I only watched like 11 episodes.
Oh, really?
I want to at least get done with the first season before I either continue watching or just cut it off. You know?
Yeah. For sure.
So, I think I'm on like episode like 13 or 14 now. So
I thought it was pretty fun.
yeah, I mean, it's the animation is unbelievable.
It is really
love
nice.
it.
Yeah, they did a great job with it. And it, I don't remember the whole series. I seen it a long time ago. It's been a while since I watched it, so I'm not entirely certain what episode it gets all crazy. There's a
Is
what
it
am I
one of
listening
the
to? Elevator
episodes where
music here?
everyone dies? Because that's
Well,
like every fucking
every episode. I
episode.
know, right? What was that?
You know, so here's my thing with it. Is boy howdy are these people fucking just not paying attention. Because you see these guys just zooming around these Titans like no problem. And they get
like it's no big deal.
Like it's no big deal. And then you see one person get caught and eaten. It's like, dude, maybe if you were just, look with your peripheries, you'd be
less
alive.
likely to get eaten.
Exactly. Just watch
You
where
won't
you're
get
going,
eaten as much.
asshole.
Right.
I've also been watching a lot of dash cam car accidents on YouTube.
What?
I've been watching a lot of just like car accidents on YouTube. It's entertaining, even though I know exactly what's gonna happen. It's just like, oh man, just seeing these, oh hey, look, here's a Russian dash cam from 2017 of a dude blowing through an intersection and just smacking another dude, and both of them walking out and being like, "Suka blit."
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. He'll be all right.
Yeah, he's fine. Everyone's fine.
Yeah, he'll be
except for
good.
I'm sure at least one of them died. It all started because I watched this one video. It was like one of those like real cop like videos.
Okay.
Where it's just harness cams of like actual like police officer stuff.
Yeah.
There was this one Best Buy in like California, I think it was. Someone stole an iPhone that was on display and then pretended to be a U.S. Marshal. And he had like the badge and the pins and everything to kind of be like, yeah, I'm a U.S. Marshal. And he had he was packing heat too. At least it was like a fake gun.
You're not.
But yeah, it was like he's just a limo driver.
Oh my heavens. People
Yeah,
are
they're
ballsy,
just like,
man.
sir, you're an idiot. And he's like, I know.
Came back.
Okay. We were just talking about some things that I missed in my week.
Oh, you're
I
good.
forgot to mention. So, Walker, do you want to start with your news?
Yeah.
Do you have a small amount of news?
The news.
I got literally pages upon pages of news.
Yes. I don't know if you briefly had. I know I said I didn't have anything Disney-wise, but it's not really Disney. It's more Sony.
Jesus. Fucking Christ.
Sony says the door is now closed on Spider-Man returning to the MCU.
Good.
So it's not so much
Good.
Disney, but more so Sony.
Good.
So Tom Holland says the future of Sony now rests safely in Sony's hands.
Yeah, and Tom Holland's like, I don't care. I'm still getting paid.
Yep. So it has been teased that Sony has 5 or 6 new TV shows that will be set in the universe of Spider-Man and Venom. So I'm assuming Sony kind of had this planned out for a while. Like the fact that they already have 5 or 6 TV shows that they want to produce that it's inside the same universe as Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and Venom from
Probably. It's like, I mean, they probably were like they probably agreed with Marvel to see if, Marvel could do anything and like, make Spider-Man popular again.
Oh, and they did.
And
I think so.
Yeah, they did. They did. He didn't really need it, but he did.
Venom 2 has been confirmed that Spider-Man will be in Venom 2. There will be multiple different Spideyverse productions and spin-offs in the works.
Good. The second best Spider-Man movie.
So yeah, that's kind of cool. So essentially, it's that door has been closed. Good. Bad Boys for Life.
Ride or Die.
Has 24 years since the last movie.
No, not 24 years.
I mean, sorry. 24
since the first movie.
Since the first movie, sorry.
I was gonna say, it's like, no, I definitely was alive to see Bad Boys 1 in theaters.
Since the first movie, sorry.
Quarter of a decade ago, boys.
2003 was when Bad Boys 2 came out.
Yeah.
My day.
I was 9 years old.
That's still a long time ago. The release date's weird to me.
What's
January 17th, 2020. Like, I don't recall a big movie ever coming out in January.
Yeah, January's usually fuck you, it's January.
Yeah, January 17th, 2020. Like,
fuck you, it's January.
I've never, because usually what happens is that January is what December runs into January. Like the movies that come out in December usually carry over through January, then February is what starts the movies.
Like, it's the rejects, like the ones that aren't good enough to be an Oscar season. That's where they just throw it in January.
They're not going to win anyways. So
exactly. So just like
that kind of head scratched me because in January you're going up against all the December movies. You're going up against Star Wars, Jumanji 2. So not that Jumanji 2 is a big movie, but it was a surprise hit 2 years ago, so you never know.
For Sony.
Yeah.
See, Sony can do good. Sony can make good movies if they feel like it.
Speaking of box office. Fucking ads. Oh my god. Sorry for making your ears bleed. It Chapter 2 is the highest grossing weekend of a horror movie of all time.
Did it really?
It came out on Friday.
That movie, I hear. I mean, a lot of people really dug it. I mean,
it is going to make over $200 million when it's all said and done tomorrow. It was projected to do 90 million.
That is pretty cool.
That's great for a horror movie. Because like horror movies, let me tell you, horror movies are, if you want to try to if you want to try to make it big, it's like penny stocks almost, horror movies.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like you could either like not lose a lot of money, or you can make it huge. You can hit a gold mine, because they're so cheap to make.
Oh yeah, it's It Chapter 1 was the highest grossing horror movie of all time and the 4th grossest highest rated R movie of all time.
Damn.
It Chapter 1 did $800 million. Yeah. Me and Nicole went because we're like, let's just go for opening weekend. I've never seen a line for non-pre-ordered tickets in my life. Every single booth was open.
That's
and
crazy.
There were the lines. We pre-ordered we got our tickets online. And the people that were buying tickets were literally out the door. and people started walking out because every single showing, and this was like 8 o'clock at night. This was like 8, 9 o'clock at night. People were showing up to go see this, and every single one was selling out up until like 11. So people were turning around. We never actually went to go see it because somebody ended up buying our tickets for like triple the price.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
They were on this couple was on a date night. I had the 2 digital tickets in my hand, and the guy was like, "I'll give you $50 for those." I was like, okay, sure. Walk back to the car because me and Nicole were sitting there. We're like, because we're sitting in the car because we're waiting for the timing, the show to start.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, I don't know. I go in and literally everybody's trying to get tickets to It Chapter 1. Yeah, it was wild. So the guy comes over to me because he sees me have one, and we're talking. Like 3 other couples came up at the same time. Like they started offering tickets to this guy. Someone else tried to buy my tickets, and the guy looked at the people like, we're already talking, people. Like there was another girl like trying to like literally throw the tickets in this dude's face. Buy mine, buy mine, buy mine. And the guy was like, "No, me and him are having a conversation. Do you mind?" And the girl was like, "Excuse me."
We're just talking, dude.
Yeah.
Relax.
Like, get out of here, lady.
Yeah, but that wasn't. I've never seen something like that before.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it was for a horror movie. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just like, I've never seen I've seen like pre-order ticket lines, like for Marvel movies and shit. Like I've seen those, but I've never seen non-purchased lines out the door.
I remember, like, probably the longest was Star Wars episode 7. That one, when I went to go see it at midnight, the midnight showing, there were multiple lines because it was open in like a few different theaters, and there were multiple lines that wrapped around most of the movie theater, like on the inside. It was stupid.
Interesting.
I don't know. Longest line wise, I don't know what movie. I know I've waited in some lines that were stupid long, but I don't remember what the longest one I've ever waited in was.
Longest I ever waited was for, I think it was GTA 5. I waited about an hour at GameStop because I had it pre-ordered.
I'm trying to think. It wasn't a game. I know that. I've only been to like one midnight release for a game, and that was for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fuck, I don't know.
I was at GTA 5. I was at Black Ops 2, LA Noire.
I know it was a movie, but I don't know what movie it was. It might have been like an older. Might have been Star Wars. I think it was Star Wars Episode 7. And,
Yeah,
I think it was that.
The J.J. Abrams one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember. What the fuck was that? I'm drawing a point here.
I don't even remember.
Son of a bitch. What the fuck was it called? Anywho, that was the longest I've ever stood in line for. Was that one? I think you
Yeah.
might have been with me. I don't remember.
No,
Maybe not.
I wasn't. No, I think.
I know we've gone to a
I
couple
saw-
movies, but
Yeah,
one
I
or
know.
two.
I saw it on midnight opening. I saw it first showing at midnight.
I think you were at the same theater as I was, but we weren't sitting together because
I think
it was.
we were in different theaters.
'Cause I remember seeing you.
Yeah.
Were you with Emily Jablonski?
No.
No, that wasn't it. Did you ever
No,
go to
I
the
was
movies with
all-
her?
No.
I thought you did.
No, I was alone seeing that. And I remember,
remember.
seeing I hung out with 2 people that I knew from work. Like that would come into work and like just buy shit.
Because I know
So I
me,
hung out
Mike
with them.
Richards, and like 2 other people, we all went to see the midnight showing of it. We didn't get out till like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, oh no, it was the worst.
It
It was
rough.
the absolute worst.
The last two things of movie news that I have, and then you can go. Um, Birds of Prey and the fabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn released a trailer.
That fucking name.
Um, she looks nothing like she did in Suicide Squad.
Good.
They changed her look, they changed her outfit, and I'm pretty sure she's missing half of her tattoos.
Some sort of Suicide Squad.
She starts the trailer off. The balloons from it are floating in the air, and you see a silhouette of what looks like Pennywise walking up, and it's her. She takes her hammer
All right.
and
Okay. I was gonna say the balloons from it. You mean fucking balloons?
yes. Sorry, yeah, the red balloons are floating in air, and you see a silhouette of what looks like Pennywise.
Oh, the balloons from that song, 99 Red Balloons.
Sure, I don't have no idea. So she takes her hammer, smashes it through the balloons, and says, I'm fucking over clowns. Because, as you know, the Joker is not in this movie. So essentially you gotta basically take it as Harley Quinn and the Joker broke up.
Or it's
For just
pre
this
them.
episode.
So, yeah, because, what's his name was the Joker in Suicide Squad, what the fuck's his name?
Jared Leto.
Yeah, he was the Joker in Suicide Squad, and they were a couple, which obviously he is no longer the Joker, so he's not in Harley Quinn's movie.
Trying to focus over there.
Yeah. So he's not in Harley Quinn's movie, so she starts the trailer off saying, I'm so over clowns. And then, but yeah, she doesn't have the hair or anything like that. She doesn't have the skimpy costume. She's actually wearing overalls.
She's actually wearing people clothes.
Yeah.
And not the kind of clothes that I would chase back in high school.
So, that's scheduled for February 2020. And
I'm going to be busy February 2020.
I know, right? And the last but not least,
I won't be able to see it. I'll be busy. I have a cold.
Adam Sandler has another direct
what is up with that?
Netflix movie. Uncut Gems has 100% in Rotten Tomatoes.
Granted, there's only like 10 people that watched it, but
Yeah.
10 reviewers, but
So yeah, it's getting 100% across the board.
where's my boy?
In his new direct to Netflix movie. Dude, I'm pretty sure I read his Netflix deal was $100 million. That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah, his deal for Netflix was $100 million. So any movie that he basically releases now for the rest of his life, it goes directly to Netflix.
So, can I just tell a story about that that Adam Sandler poster?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever talked about it on the
No,
podcast.
I've never seen that before.
So, my one buddy Justin, I used to do a lot of stuff on my channel. Really good friend of mine from like middle school. All right, he moved away. He moved away to Illinois. Illinois. I think Indianapolis, somewhere around there. Indiana or Illinois, somewhere around one of those places. No one fucking cares.
Someplace out that way.
Before he left, he gave me a gift.
Like a GIF?
A gift. And it was that poster he bought at the exchange. And he looks at me, he's like, I know how much you absolutely hate Adam Sandler, so here's an Adam Sandler poster. And I go, I fucking hate your guts, leave town now.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, so ever since then, Adam Sandler has been my stand.
I like it.
All right, let's get a.
Go ahead.
Oh, do you have anything else?
Yeah, I got a couple things. Yesterday was the 22nd anniversary of Final Fantasy VII.
Wow.
Really? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That came out quick.
Dang.
I'm assuming.
Felt like it was just yesterday.
I know. I'm assuming you're gonna talk everything like what's coming out on the Switch and shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have a couple.
I only have two things that are not Nintendo news. Well, one thing that is not Nintendo news.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause there was a bigger game that Schroeder would like. It's coming to the Switch. I'll let you talk about it.
Yep. That's the very first thing.
Okay. Minecraft is not Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Sorry, not Minecraft. Fortnite is releasing in November. It's called the Darkfire Bundle. It's $30 and it comes with $80 worth of in-game content.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 3 legendary outfits, 3 backpacks, 3 rare dual wielding pickaxes, emotes, dances, things like that. So, I'm assuming the Darkfire bundle, because it's like almost looks like the Ender world of Minecraft. I'm assuming has something to do with like the newest season. It's gonna probably go into like a dark age or something. I don't know.
You're gonna go into the Ender, the Nether.
Yeah. Over the week, Ghost Recon Breakpoint beta was released. No, sorry, that actually releases. Oh, it ends tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So it ends tomorrow. What was? It's Breakpoint will be the first major release as a part of Ubisoft's Uplay subscription service.
Mm-hmm.
So they're $14.99 a month service that you can pay for. So it's essentially it's a PvP type concept.
It's like the Division.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
the
much.
Division in the woods. We've talked about it a lot.
Yeah,
It's the Division in the woods.
more or
Yep.
less. There's a bunch of glitches that people were reporting, but that's the point of the beta. So
It's in beta. That's fine. I can't tell you how many fucking glitches I've reported in all the betas that I've played.
going back to Fortnite really quick. Remember how I told you they did a Borderlands thing
Yeah, there's a ton of that stuff on sale right now.
where they actually changed the Fortnite map into they actually changed an area where it actually replicates Borderlands, and you can play as those little creatures with the knives and stuff. Supposedly they are rumoring another crossover. There is little red balloons that are floating around,
Oh my
Fortnite right
gosh,
now.
everybody's jumping on it, isn't they?
and
Yeah,
they are
up,
attached to sewer
right?
drains.
So up, right?
Yeah.
No.
Disney Pixar's up.
Yeah, no,
course.
they're attached to sewer drains.
That's great.
The red balloons are.
So there's being subtle, and then there's being subtle.
Hey, if these companies want to give Epic Games money to promote their movie, why not? So
Fuck yeah.
Pretty much.
Epic
Jesus.
Games isn't gonna survive on the Fortnite money forever for the shitty store. So
not that Pennywise and it is going to be seen by kids. But I guess it's still a cool little Easter egg.
you
So,
never know. I have a Fortnite news.
what do you got?
Sony. They make cell phones,
Yes.
much like the ones that you have broken. Well, this is according to CNB. All right. Sorry, my throat was just deciding to stop work. This is from CNBC, a site I would never expect to be on this show. Sony unveils a near here's the headline. Sony unveils a near $900 smartphone that hooks up to a PS4 controller for Fortnite on the go. So, this is called the Xperia 5. And one of the key selling features of it, it's a smaller version of the Xperia 1, 6.1-inch display. It's got the widescreen, like 21:9 aspect ratio. Big thing with it is it's going to natively hook up to a DualShock 4.
Nice.
So yeah, you can fork knife on the go.
Nice.
Fork, knife on the go?
the last piece that I have, are you gonna talk about Pokemon?
Pokemon Masters?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Well, I'll say that Pokemon Masters in 4 days has 10 million downloads.
Oh yeah. It does.
My gosh.
Yeah.
I've gotten the rewards already.
Have you?
I don't know what the game is. Can you? What is that? What is this game, James?
I mean, I kind of talked about it a little bit during my week for listening.
I was.
But I'm just being a dick. I'm just salty today. All right. I just had a bad day. I'm still feeling the Tetris 99 loss. But it's a 3v3 like turn-based game. So it's just like the main games, but it's you 3v3 battle.
Got it.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
The
Your
closest thing to
loot box-
Pokemon we're gonna get to on a mobile game.
Yeah, I mean, you can. The only thing is like you can the loot boxes in it, or I think you get different tricks. That's about it.
The last piece, a press conference in Melbourne, Australia.
Man,
Someone screenshotted a picture of a forbidden PowerPoint that they weren't supposed to. Sledgehammer Games, the company who made Call of Duty World War II, is in development of a new game for Call of Duty.
Call of Duty World War One.
So it is rumored
Vietnam.
that they are currently in works on Black Ops 5.
All right.
What?
Yes. They are currently in rumor on Black Ops 5 as well as a new World War game.
Okay.
Black Ops 5 is rumored to take place during the Cold War.
So like Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call this Call of Duty Black Ops.
So yeah, it's rumored that they've already taken that there's gonna be single player campaigns.
Thank God.
As well as it'll take place during the Cold War. So it'll be interesting to see. Despite the major layoffs, they are still in the works.
Yep, because Call of Duty is a annualized franchise.
So that's all I have for the news. So James, there was a little event over the week called
A 40-minute event that took me like 2 hours to watch from taking notes, because Nintendo knows how to jam-pack these direct. Let me tell you, in all my years of watching like game stuff and being into video games, you have two ends of the spectrum. You have the Nintendo Direct, which is the pinnacle of video game conferences and events. All right? Where it's both informative, it's fun, and it shows you shit you want to know. And then on
Agreed.
the other end of the spectrum, you have the Stadia Connects, which are lifeless and boring and doesn't tell you what you want to know. And looks like the host is at gunpoint. Yeah, so Nintendo Direct, always love these. I marked out, how many times did I say, Walker? Like 6, 7 times?
I think you said 8 times.
8 times? Yeah, I marked out a lot during it. This was a jam-packed one that did not feel like they know how to cram in 40 minutes worth of stuff and still make you be like, oh, and they know how to make you feel like there was some, especially the big thing that leaked out, 2 things that leaked out. But there was a lot of stuff that was like, oh shit, I didn't know this. This wasn't leaked. So the very first thing they announced is Overwatch is coming to the Switch. We've kind of known about it because it was leaked, and I think like EB Games in Australia accidentally had on their website an Overwatch themed Switch case. So whoopsie dupsies.
To me though, how does that game perform on a Switch? It's like The Witcher 3.
It's
coming
not
to it.
graphically. Okay, hold the phone. Hold the absolute phone there. Grab your phone and hold it. All right? Because that game is not graphically impressive. nothing Blizzard does is graphically impressive.
But there's still a lot of mechanics that go on at one given time.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't look good. It's not a graphically intensive game. I'm sure that game would run fine on a toaster. So it's gonna run high. It's not gonna run 60 FPS. I can guarantee that right now, right here, right. That's gonna be a 30 FPS game. But when you're playing against other people on the Switch, which is how it's gonna be, I can guarantee it. It's gonna run perfectly fine.
Because Microsoft has that partnership with Nintendo. Is it going to be crossplay? I couldn't find anything on it.
No, because it won't work. Because you would have it on, like, say, the Xbox One X. And I think that game does run at a 60 frames per second on the X.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no way that would be any competition for Switch owners. And also it's Blizzard, too. So...
But there's some other games that are
Activision
coming to the
Blizzard.
Switch that kind of make me question that are graphically intensive.
Well, okay, we'll play a little game here. Every time I get to one that is graphically impressive, you go nip nip. All right?
Yep.
Okay. So Overwatch is coming out October 15th. So about a month away. Then they talked about Luigi's Mansion 3 more. So seen some stuff with Luigi's Mansion 3 at E3. And it was really cool, I guess, on the show floor in the big Luigi's Mansion area. They had a dude dressed as Luigi walking around in like a spooky looking mansion that you were playing the game in. And he was just like, oh. Getting spooked. So few things that they showed off was that every floor has a different theme of it, which is really nice. So it kind of makes the levels feel unique. There's a disco floor, there's a pirate one, there's a Egypt theme one, and there's gonna be a bunch more. But the big thing they showed off is Scream Park. There we go. So this is a 4v4 multiplayer game mode where you play as one team as a bunch of Luigis, the other team is a bunch of Gooigi. And your goal is to either A, capture the most ghosts, capture the most coins, or break the most stuff. So that's going to be cool. But the big thing that shocked me is that you can do 8-player multiplayer on one Nintendo Switch. I am
Say it again?
8-player multiplayer on one Nintendo Switch.
Wow.
You can't
pretty
do
cool.
that on an X. You
We're
can't
in
do
the
that on an
future,
Xbox
bro.
or a PlayStation. I can't wait for launch day and that thing running like hot garbage.
You think
Then
so?
they're gonna have to probably patch that because I can imagine, especially if that thing isn't docked, that thing's gonna run horribly.
It's gonna struggle, that's for damn sure. Let's say the least.
I
Well-
mean, you try playing a game that has 8 people on one system or one computer at once and watch it just struggle.
How are the controllers all hooked up?
Bluetooth. You can use the Joy-Cons. The
Huh.
Joy-Cons are completely wireless.
Trying to think of how they would be able to do that without making it laggy and poopy all like.
It's probably going to be laggy and poopy until they patch it.
That's just the way it's gonna be. It's just gonna be poop and lag. Laggy poop.
The next thing they showed off is Super Kirby Clash is a game that I actually also played.
I love Kirby
Hold up.
games.
Oh, yeah.
My
I
boy
think you're a
Kirby.
monster if you don't.
The Curb.
So
So it's a free to start game. So it's free to play up until I think level 10. And then you start putting money in to it. It's an RPG, it's like an action RPG. It's like I forget what game it was, but there was a Kirby game on like I think the DS. Was it Superstar Ultra might have had that, or one of the Kirby games, I forget which one, had a mode where you basically picked like your job, your class, and you had like three other like NPCs in there as different classes, and you would fight bosses the entire time. So full gear system, full job system, over 100 quests. It's available right now. which is cool. You can play it right now on your Switch. You can do 4-player multiplayer on one Nintendo Switch through local wireless play or online. Showed off the Trials of Mana remake. Completely remade from the ground up. The trial or the Mana game that we did not get here in the States, the third one in the series. Fully remade from the ground up. The combat action RPG reminds me a lot of like the Tales games, like Tales of the Abyss, Tales of Berseria, Tales of Zestiria. That's coming out April 24th. There is Return of the Obra Dinn, which is a PC game that's getting ported over to the Switch. It's really cool, like first-person game, where it's kind of like you solve the mystery of what happened on this ship called the Obra Dinn. It's all in black and white, and the best way that I can describe
I
the
love
art
games like that.
Yeah. The best way I can describe the art style is it's like a 3D Game Boy.
Okay.
One of the cool things about it is that you can turn back time to see how the people met their fate.
Oh,
See how
I've
the
seen
people died.
footage of this. Yeah, this game
Yeah.
looks neat.
That's coming out this fall.
Yeah, I'm
pretty
gonna
cool.
get that one. It's in like the same vein as far as the vibe it gives you as like oh, what's that game? It's a top-down horror game. Oh, we've talked about it before.
I know what you're talking. I
Uh,
can see. I know what you're
Kind
talking
of
about.
looks like Grand Theft Auto like 1 or 2, but it's
Yeah.
a horror
Oh,
game with
yeah,
modern
I
graphic.
know.
Torchlight
Yeah.
or something like that.
Not Torchlight. Dark Knight or something like that. I forget
Dark,
what-
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
As far as that like creepy-esqueness in the game.
Then they showed off a little bit of Little Town Hero, which we saw a little bit at E3. That is the new game from Game Freak, the people that make the Pokemon games. So it's an RPG, turn-based RPG, where you use your ideas to beat like enemies. Forget what that means. I'm sorry. It's been a hot minute since I've watched the direct, so you move around the map, big map that you can explore. The whole story is like you're not allowed. It's kind of like Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Right? It's kind of like that where you're safe inside the walls, but you venture outward and it's kind of dangerous. But monsters start showing up in the town, and you have to defeat them. One of the cool things is that Toby Fox, the guy that made Undertale, is doing the music for it. The only thing I know about Undertale, there's 2 things I know about Undertale. There's Sans Undertale, and the music's pretty good. That's coming out October 16th. You can preload it today on the Switch, so it'll be available on the 16th. Then they had the Smash Ultimate stuff. And we'll kind of bunch this up because they had the Nintendo Direct, and then immediately after that, they had a 30-minute Smash Bros. Event with Masahiro Sakurai, the director. Showed off Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah.
Kagugi. It's available today, right now. You can go download Banjo, my dude, right now. Another thing they announced too is before I do that, guys, I just want to ask you guys something real quick. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Are you
okay? Buster Wolf! My fucking boy, Terry Bogard. Fuck all you pieces of shit Smash Bros fans. Eat my asshole. Terry Bogard, my dude, is in Smash Bros. There have been... Okay. All right. Okay. Not only is the Smash Bros community, do they not know how to shower. It's a proven fact. People who play Smash Bros competitively do not know how to shower or know what deodorant is. But they're also salty
man, that's
motherfuckers.
brutal.
No, it's true. There have actually been events canceled because it smelled too bad.
Oh,
What?
God.
Dead fucking serious.
That's
Interesting.
intense.
They are review bombing games that have Terry Bogard in it. Because they're like, this character's shit. No one cares about him. Well, fuck you, assholes. Someone cares about him. You know what? Eat a big old fucking chode, you children. Terry Bogard's coming to Smash this November. I'll probably pick it up then. Pick it back up, play it again in November because I don't really care. More characters. They also announced that Terry Bogard is going to be the fourth out of the fifth character that that's going to be a guest character, a DLC character. That's been the thing. They wanted to do 5 characters for DLC, and that'll be it. No more characters for Smash.
There's so fucking many.
There is a stupid amount that no one should ever be complaining, but Smash Bros. Fans just find a way to complain. They
So
just
many
find a way to
characters.
complain. There's more goddamn characters in this video game than I can count.
Let's find out, shall we?
Yeah, so everyone's been like, I wonder who the 5th character is. Well, doesn't matter, because they said that more characters are going to be coming. They're not going to end it just on the 5th. There's going to be more characters coming down the line, and Masahiro Sakurai is probably going to work himself into an early grave.
After the latest update, there'll be 82 playable characters.
Yup.
82 fucking playable characters.
82 characters, and there's still people that are like, why isn't this character in?
Unreal.
Oh, man, am I,
Just to think, in the initial Smash Bros. For the 64, there was 6.
Yes,
There was 6 people.
yes. Fucking embarrassing. Should I? Yeah, let's go on to the. Let me scroll down a little bit. I'll get to the. Oh, by the way, that was the thing that made me mark out. That was like the first mark out point. Let's talk a little bit about the after the direct, the Smash Bros. Event, that with Masahiro Sakurai. He talked about the version 5.0 update. They are adding the much the I have no idea how to say this, but it's something that people have been wanting for a while. People have been clamoring for this mode, and that's the Homerun Contest.
Oh yeah.
The Homerun Contest is back, and what's cool about it is that you can compete with 4 of your friends. You can play with 3 of your friends. 4 people can beat the shit out of this bag and smack it halfway across the world. And here's the thing too. That sandbag that you beat up, it's a dirty little slut. It blushes and smiles after you beat it up. I'm like, ooh, boy howdy. That's a little rough.
I think it's the regular events mode or something, whatever it is.
Dirty little goof. You can now freely customize Mii Fighter moves. So if you download a character from someone else's game, you can now create their moveset if you want it.
That's cool.
So they also announced a lot of some new Mii costumes, Mii Fighter costumes. So Goemon, from Mystical Ninja Goemon, he's going to be a Mii sword fighter costume. Proto Man from the Mega Mans is going to be a gunner. Zero from the... Bless you. All right, you can stop it. Stop sneezing, you asshole. Stop.
You said you wouldn't do that anymore, bro.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I like the orgasm.
Zero from Mega Man X is going to be a sword fighter. Team Rocket grunts. You can play as Team Rocket, Jeff.
That's amazing.
You can play as Team Rocket and catch all the Pokemans. Steal all the Pokemans.
Team Rocket's kind of a dick, though. I don't know if I'd want to play as Team Rocket.
Yeah, you do.
I know.
So they're going to be a brawler. And then the thing that made people mark out super hard and also get very mad too. Oh boy, I've seen people get hyped and pissed at this. Sans Undertale from the game Undertale is not going to be a character in Smash Bros. Ultimate, but a costume
Yeah,
for
I've
your
seen that.
Miis. So he's going to be a gunner, and he's also going to come with a remix track of Megalovania. All those characters are available today to buy for 75 cents each.
Sure are.
Also, coming along with Smash Bros, we got some new Amiibos coming out, one of which I am definitely going to buy. Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Solid Snake Amiibos are coming September 20th, so right around the corner. Now let's get back in. Ambios. Gotta love it. Now let's get back into...
Dude, I remember when that was like
Nintendo
the
Direct.
hottest thing.
Oh yeah, they still are. They still are the hottest thing. Showed off more of Link's Awakening. Showed off some stuff about the chamber dungeons that they showed off at E3, where you go throughout the story and you could get pieces of like dungeons and you can make your own dungeon. You can actually save those dungeons to certain Amiibos, Legend of Zelda Amiibos. So then you can take it to a friend's house, pop it on their Switch, and it'll automatically download that onto their Switch.
Nice.
And that's still coming out on the 20th. Dragon Quest XI S. Showed off some more of that. Showing off the beautiful HD graphics and how you can switch between HD and 2D classic Dragon Quest styles. New characters with side quests going to be on there. There's going to be some free DLC on launch date. That's coming out September 27th, so again, right around the corner. And the free demo is available now. Still haven't heard you, Walker, at all. Anything that will run like poop on the Switch yet.
No, not yet.
All right, number 2. Thing that made me mark out, number 2. Well, okay, no, number 3, because Terry Bogard made me mark out. Number 3. Tokyo Mirage Session. I forget how they pronounce that. It looks like it's a pound sign, but I forget how they actually say it. FE Encore is coming out. This right here makes it completely not worth getting a Wii U anymore. There is no reason to buy a Wii U at this point.
Hasn't been in years.
No, but even this. So Tokyo Mirage Session is a Atlas game that's kind of like Persona. Think of Persona or Shin Megami Tensei, but with Japanese idols. So pop idols. It takes place in Tokyo. They're adding Fire Emblem characters to this, which is pretty cool. Because, Lord knows we don't have enough Fire Emblem in our lives.
Oh, never.
They're going to add a new song, brand new song, new story elements, and then pre-orders are available right now, and that's coming out on the 17th of January. Number 4 that made me mark out so goddamn much. This was probably the thing that made me pop the most. Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise.
I've seen that.
Do either of you guys know about Deadly Premonition?
I've heard of it, but I never played it, though.
It is one of the best video games ever made. Not even joking. It is like The Room. The movie The Room.
Oh, okay.
Where it's so bad it's good. Deadly Premonition, the controls are absolute unbelievable dog shit. The gameplay sucks. The story is phenomenal. It is batshit insane, and I love every minute of it. Have you guys ever seen Twin Peaks?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Twin Peaks, the video game. That's all you need to know. It is straight up Twin Peaks, the video game. The director of the game, Swery, was like, no, it's not Twin Peaks, the video game. Wink, wink. So this one takes place in New Orleans. The main character York is back, so I would assume that Zach is back as well. His little person he talks to in his head.
This one might, at times, I feel run maybe a little unsmooth because some of the graphics are nice. I'm looking at the trailer. Some of them are kind of shit.
Okay, here's the thing. That game runs shit on anything, so that doesn't count. That game ran like ass on the 360, on the PS3, on the PC, especially on the PS3. That game does not run good. But you know what? No one cares because the game's fantastic. It's coming out in 2020, and they actually have the original, the Deadly Premonition Origin, the first game available right now, today, on the Switch. Let's talk about Divinity Original Sin 2, Definitive Edition. Four-player multiplayer. The coolest thing about it is that it has cross saves between the Steam and Switch version.
That's pretty
cool.
So
you'll be able to transfer your data if you're already, hundreds of hours in on the Steam version. Hey, I'm just going to take it on the go with me. I'm just going to bring it with me while I'm walking the dog or going to work. That's available today. Then they talk to people at Bethesda about Doom 64 coming to the Switch November 26th.
Which would be pretty cool.
Doom 64 was alright. Then there's Rogue Company. It's by Hi-Rez Studios, the people that made Smite, the very popular MOBA. It's going to be an objective-based third-person shooter, fully customizable characters, of course. 2020 is probably going to be there trying to get a little piece of that Overwatch pie. Then Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Those games look good. I guess any Pokemon game kind of does. It's all the same real thing.
Yeah. So, the first thing they showed off is that your characters are going to be fully custom. So, because this has a much higher focus on the social aspect, you can fully customize characters to make them look how you want, which is pretty cool. And by fully customize, I mean clothing. One of the cool things is they showed off Pokemon Camp, which is basically when you're hanging it out in the wilds and in the dangerous areas of Pokemon Land, of the Galia region. You can just set up camp and hang out and play with your Pokemon.
Play with them. That camp thing is pretty cool. I like that, though. I saw that trailer.
So, what I like to say, what I put here is like Nintendogs, but with Pokemon. Which, I mean, what more could you ask for in life? I mean, really. And then you can also hang out with other players, too. You can hang out at their chillax with them. They also have a heavy emphasis on cooking.
I make it more lifelike.
But here's the thing: there's only one kind of thing you can make, and that's curry on rice. I get curry's really popular in England and Japan, but there's 100 different types of curry on rice you can make. That's it. There's even a curry dex, god damn it.
Yep.
You gotta cook it all. They also showed new Pokemon, Poltegeist, which is a ghost in a teapot, and apparently it's made of tea. And if you grow a close enough bond with this Pokemon, you'll actually be able to taste its tea. And then there's the best Pokemon ever they announced too, Cramorant. I don't know if you guys have seen the memes of Cramorant.
Mm-mm.
So it's a flying water type Pokemon. So think of like Pelipper,
Okay.
The pelican-looking one. But its big thing is that when it uses things like surf, it has a random chance of just catching a fish in its mouth. And when that fish is in its mouth, it can't swallow it, so it does something called gulp missile when it gets smacked. It just shoots that fish right at the attacking Pokemon.
Really?
Yeah. So it'll just be like, ah, 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 ah. And it looks so doofy and dumb. And it just shoots out this, just hawks a fucking loogie of fish at
Well,
this
you know,
other
you gotta do
Pokemon
what you
and
gotta
makes
do,
it
man.
faint.
You
I
know,
like
you
it.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Exactly, you get smacked, you gotta come back.
Yeah,
You gotta
twice as
eat it.
hard.
You gotta eat it to weed it. Next thing that made me mark out super hard, and something that we knew was coming eventually, but didn't know when. Super Nintendo games are available on the Nintendo Switch now. They're available on the Nintendo Switch Online, much like the NES games that were free with your yearly subscription to Nintendo for $20 a month or $20 a year. 20 games. All right, let me get another drink because I'm gonna just fire round. Okay. All right.
Get
Lightning
it.
round here. Brawl Brother, Breath of Fire, Dragon's Crest, F-Zero, Joe and Mac 2, Lost in the Tropics, Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby's Dream Land 3, Pilot Wings, Star Fox, Stunt Racer
Pilot
FX,
Wings.
Super Earth Defense Force, Super Ghouls and Ghost, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario World, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, Super Metroid, Super Puyo Puyo 2, Super Soccer, Super Tennis, and Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Who the fuck is Donkey Kong?
Well, that's owned by Rare.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's made by Rare, so that would be a little hard. I'm sure they can get it. I'm sure they can ask. I'm sure Rare would have no objections having Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, or 3 on this.
It doesn't make
I'm
any
sure
sense why
that-
they wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. Like Rare wouldn't care. I mean, they let Banjo. They let Banjo in Smash.
I'd be
Come
so
on,
pissed
man.
if it doesn't, because I know they're not. Because I've read that they're not releasing these games monthly anymore. They're stopping that. They're basically gonna be released whenever the fuck they feel like it. Because they're stopping the monthly release of these games for the NES and the Super NES. They're kind of will release them whenever they feel like it.
Well, I feel like with the Super Nintendo, you look at the games here. You look at this game list.
Are
All
really
right.
any good ones? Okay, some of them are good, but a lot of them are like
Kidding me? These are bangers.
Donkey Kong.
But-
Diddy Kong's Adventure was the best one.
But all right, you pretty much have all the Nintendo made ones done right now. Every single other one, because like I mean, hell, you got fucking F-Zero in here.
Yep.
If you have F-Zero in here, every Nintendo made game is on here. But you're now at this point going to have to go out to these other companies and be like, pretty please, can I get Chrono Trigger on here? How much would it cost? How much would it cost to get, well, they wouldn't do like Secrets of Mana because that's already on the Switch, but how much would it cost for that? How much would it cost for Donkey Kong Country games? Since you partially own the rights to it. You know? So that's probably why they're not doing it monthly anymore, because they have more negotiating that they need to do, which means also, hey, they could just dump a bunch of games on there at once.
Yeah, it's true.
Same with the NES. Like, all the big ones, I think minus Mario World 2. No, yeah, Super Mario Bros. 2 is on there. But minus, like, I think they have pretty much every, like, Nintendo-made game for the system on there. And also, this has Link to the Past. The first Zelda game I ever played, so I gotta give it love here. I mean, you got a wide selection. I mean, you got platformers, you got racing games, you got fucking Star Fox, you got a golf game with Kirby, and that's out right now. There are also going to be Super Nintendo controllers available that you can pre-order. $30 for the pair. Tetris 99 version 2.0. Let's talk about my favorite game, Tetris 99. I checked my I checked on my Switch to see how long I've played Tetris 99. And
Where
to
you
see
at?
what over 30 hours played
Nice.
of Tetris 99. My next game that I played this like second most is Kirby Star Allies at 9 hours. So I play a lot of Tetris 99. It's gonna be a free update that's out actually right now. They're adding something called Invictus Mode, which is the best of the best, top tier. You have to be invited to play in this mode. Daily missions, which I've already been playing a shit ton of, just trying to grind those daily missions, dude. It's all about that grind of the dailies.
Go, 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 go.
Where you can use the tickets that you earn from doing the daily missions to buy different themes, new icons, and they're also adding a second layer of paid DLC with local multiplayer. 2 people can hop in on the game and play on like one console against the other 98. Still free for all, or 97, I guess. 8-player arena modes also coming out too, and that's available right now. And then a physical version of the game with 2 DLCs and 12 months of a Nintendo Switch Online is available right now for $30, which is a steal.
Yeah, it's not
Mario,
horrible.
yeah, no. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic. Well, you got to figure. I mean, the Nintendo Switch Online for 12 months is $20 right there.
Right.
And the paid
Just
DLC,
by itself.
The paid DLC is like $5.99 a pop, so you're saving some money. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. It's gonna be over 20 events: 100-meter, karate, football, aka soccer,
Karate.
skateboarding, rugby sevens, sports climbing, badminton, gymnastics, and surfing. Those are just a few. There are going to be retro 2D events, new mini games. There's going to be a full story mode, and that's coming out November 5th. Daemon X Machina, another thing I marked out pretty hard about. Prologue demo's out now. Your save data carries over into the main game because the prologue is basically just the first chapter of the game. It's going to have co-op multiplayer. Another thing that made me mark out super hard was Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. The best Star Wars game ever made. Don't even at me right now. It's coming out September 24th. The Witcher 3. Still looks terrible. Next.
Yes.
Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
I think it was Mip Nip.
Nip, nip, whatever the fuck it is. Whatever.
I think you'll know. You'll say some crazy. All right.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag is coming to the Switch.
It was on the Wii U.
It was still.
And it ran fine.
Oh, like that game was one of my favorite games
fine
of all.
on the Wii U.
That's what this
Oh, wait,
tattoo
was
is.
that on the Wii U? Fuck.
I don't think so.
Was No, 3 was on the Wii U. Shit.
But this was that's what this tattoo is. It's the tombstone and the skull from Assassin's Creed Black Flag 4. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Black Flag.
Like I don't
no,
think
it was
it's
on the Wii U.
Was it?
It was on PS4, PS3, Xbox, Xbox 360, Windows, Wii U, and now Switch. Yeah, it was on the Wii U. The Switch can handle it.
Let's see.
And don't even tell me about the Assassin's Creed 3 debacle where it ran like shit on the Switch because the remake ran on like shit on everything. Ubisoft has a special ability where they can make just the most unoptimized pieces of trash ever, where it takes like 4 months to get you a stable frame rate of like 30 FPS.
Oh yeah.
And then once that happens, it's good. It's fine. It's a great game. But this is coming out December 6th. It's gonna have Assassin's Creed 4 and Rogue, which was the PS. I think it only came out like PS3 and 360. All the DLC. It's gonna have touch controls and motion aiming. Dauntless, the Monster Hunter Lite game, as I like to call it, the Monster Hunter for babies. Crossplay between the different systems, and that's coming soon. All right, Lightning round, let's go. Lightning round part 2. All right, we got Just Dance 2020 coming out November 5th. Grid Autosport coming out September 19th. Farming Simulator 20 coming out December 3rd. Ni no Kuni: The Wrath of the White Witch coming out September 20th. NBA 2K20 coming out on September 6th. Call of Cthulhu coming out October 8th. The Outer Worlds coming soon. Devil May Cry 2 it's coming out September 19th. And the Piece of Shit Vampire coming out October 29th. There we go. Boom. All right, Animal Crossing New Horizon.
I love it.
Animal Crossing New Horizon. You can select your spot where you're going to place your house. Cool. You get a cell phone.
Neat.
You get a cell phone. So you tweet while you're on this desert island. There's going to be crafting. Craft is... Walker, you'll love it. It's just like Minecraft. Dog, it's just like Minecraft. You'll love it. You can place furniture both inside and outside of your home now. You can make an umbrella out of different weeds or like a cute little hat out of flowers. The island changes with time and weather, of course. Up to 4 players on one system can play at a time, with up to 8 people playing online at the same time. It's going to have a camera app where you can take little selfies. You can throw out bait to catch fish, so that's still coming out March 20th. Another thing that got me hyped was the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. That was the last thing. That was what ended the show. That's coming out next year. Xenoblade Chronicles was a pretty good game that GameStop sold ridiculous prices when it was new. It came out on the Wii. There was actually reports of people who worked for GameStop when the game would come in new. It cost way more used than it did new. Like it was like $30 new because it was like an end of the Wii era Wii game. But new or pre-owned, it was going for like $90. So they would get like a shipment of these games in, and they would just open them up so they could sell them at a much higher price.
Yeah, okay.
Makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Meh.
And then Nintendo's making a
Still
new thing.
dumb.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
Nintendo's working on a new thing. It looks like a new motion control for like it's like a Wii Fit thing, a new like Wii Fit thing for the Switch. But that was the Nintendo Direct.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, Nintendo Direct. It was pretty good. It's fantastic like always. Real banger.
You always are usually.
All right.
They usually a big banger. They have a lot, so.
I mean, I had 2 lightning rounds, so yeah. You didn't. What? Okay, so what other things don't you think would grate on there?
That was pretty much
Other
it.
than-
Called
okay.
Assassin's Creed. That was really bad. That was really it.
Well, it's gonna run like shit for like the first 4 months because it's a Ubisoft game, and then it's gonna be fine. Sort of. Maybe.
Yeah, that was pretty much about it.
And The Witcher 3, of course, but we already know that.
Yeah, we already know that.
We already know The Witcher 3's. Yeah, we already know it might. You'll be lucky if you hit 15 during fights.
Oh yeah, that's
15
gonna play
FPS.
like shit.
You're gonna be fucking lucky, mate. All right. Well, I don't have anything else.
No, me neither. Ooh.
Schroeder, do you have anything, Schroeder? Nope. Shaking his head no.
I need to start paying attention to my chat.
So you guys would.
Oh, has your chat said anything? What's going on with your chat?
Someone just said hey. That's all I said. What were you saying, Schroeder?
I'm just looking forward to when you guys jump on the server with me, man.
Oh, we will. I promise. I haven't really touched this computer since we moved in. So
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know you'll be here.
What?
It'll be a
I know you'll
blast.
be.
It'll be a good time.
But I'm excited to see what you guys did.
Mm-hmm.
What you guys have done, because, and when I was in it before, it was just, the feel of it was actually really smooth compared to these other random ass servers that I randomly joined that sucked asshole. There hasn't been many good ones. And then getting kicked from that one from impersonating a police officer. But no, let's go. What about releases, James? Because there's a lot coming out this week.
Yeah, there is. Hold the phone. Let me pull up releases.com. I forgot to put that at the end of this.
Yeah, there's a lot coming out. Kelly Clarkson's show on NBC comes out.
Good.
She has it's a
The Kelly Clarkson Show.
and it's a sitcom. Or it's a
Eighth
talk
day.
show, sorry.
Oh.
Which is fucking random as hell. But
Oh boy, how do I pronounce that?
anal beads?
All right, Walker, are you on releases.com?
Yeah.
Schroeder, are you on releases.com?
No?
All right, I want both of you to go to releases.com.
Are you talking about the first thing
well-
for September 10th?
Yes. I want you guys to try your hardest to pronounce this.
Oh my
Because-
god.
Oh my god, right? All right. Well, let me pull this over so my chat can see.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing.
I know how to
It-
pronounce that.
Okay, how do you pronounce it?
Oh,
All right. Okay.
You-
So that's Jeff Walker. What? How do you pronounce it? How are you?
Udawar Rumana, I don't even know. Udawar Rum, I don't even know. Because it's Utah, War, and then Room or Rum. Udawar Rumano? Probably something, probably way off.
Utawaru Murumonzan. Sure. Let's go with that. That comes out on the 10th. Same with that comes out on PS4. Same with Blasphemous coming out on PC and PS4. Greedfall coming out on PS4 and PC. The Walking Dead Telltale game to defend. I don't know. Probably gonna have all the Telltale Walking Dead game. That comes out on the PS4 and PC. Gears 5 comes out on the 10th for Xbox and PC. eFootball PES 2020 comes out also on the 10th. On the 11th, Throne Quest Deluxe on the 12th. Agatha's Knife. Sinking City also comes out on the 12th. Borderlands 3 unfortunately comes out. Let's go. NASCAR Heat 4 comes out on the PC and PS4. NHL 20 comes out on everything on the 13th. By everything, I mean PS4 and Xbone. 13th, Ellen comes out on PS4 and Xbone. Damon X Machina comes out on the Switch on the 13th. The End of an Age, Fading Remnants comes out on the PC on the 16th. And then,
I didn't know they
Oh,
still
go
made NASCAR games.
yeah, they do.
So weird.
Oh my god, the 17th has everything. 20 million things come out. Let me just do the 17th.
Next week.
Yeah. 15. All right, never mind.
Movie-wise,
everything seems to come out on the 17th.
movie-wise, John Wick 3 comes out on the 10th. Also on the 10th, The Dead Don't Die. That's the Adam Driver and Bill Murray
Yeah.
zombie movie that bombed in the theaters, unfortunately, because people are stupid.
But it's probably going to do great on, like, VOD and stuff.
Oh, I guarantee. Download and everything like that, it's going to do phenomenal.
It's going to be like Fight Club.
Oh, yeah. I guarantee that'll do some great shit.
What the fuck is that?
Aladdin comes out on the 10th. Hawaii 5-0 comes out on the 10th for those who watch it.
Yo, hold up.
Yo.
On the 17th, Groundhog Day, Like Father, Like Son comes out.
What? Dude, there's a bunch that come out on the 17th. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Groundhog Day, Like Father, Like
Okay.
Son. That's a game.
Groundhog Day, Like Father, Like Son is a virtual reality adventure game with over 8 hours of hilarious puzzles and branching narrative gameplay. The story challenges you to think past today and break the time loop cycle to escape into tomorrow. In Groundhog Day, Like Father, Like Son, you'll play as the charming but arrogant Phil Connors Jr., who grew up in the shadows of his father, a man who spent a lifetime repeating a single day until he had to make it perfect. But for Phil Jr., today is the worst day of his life. He's trapped back home in Punxsutawney, the small town he thought he'd escape, where he can't get a decent cappuccino, and he's going to have to repeat the day over and over until he learns the true value of friends and family.
Interesting. It's the fucking game version of the movie.
Yep. But you play as the sun.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Fucking stupid, but I love it. Well, boys, I think that's a podcast.
That is a cast of the pods.
That is a
Casting of the pods.
That is a casting of the pods, my boys.
We have casted out the pods.
We've casted out all the pods.
All of them?
Every single one.
A few of them.
There ain't fucking one left, my bros. I almost said something really bad there.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
I almost said something really bad, and I caught myself.
My dude.
Oh man. Oh Jesus Christ! No, it was right there.
It was
I
right
would've-
on the tip of your tongue. I could see. I was about to hit abort. I was about to hit that abort button.
Oh my God. I can't stop laughing now. Oh my God. Oh, that'd have been awful. My eyes are
Panic
watering
shit.
right now just thinking about it.
Kiss all that shit goodbye.
End of our podcast
knowing.
days.
Yep.
I remember those days.
Yeah, you guys remember
Fuck.
when we used to do a podcast until Walker fucked it up?
Yeah, he thought he was being funny and let something slip, and then nope.
No, everybody was
is-
offended.
Yep.
Groundhog Day, like father, like son, is our version of the PUBG bridge.
Pretty much. Holy fuck. Oh my God, I'm dying right now.
Oh God.
Anyways, boys, where can we find you? What do you guys got planned for the week?
Well, with me, you got more Yakuza coming out and more Final Fantasy coming out as well. Those are on Wednesdays and Wednesdays and Fridays respectively. YouTube.com/People8Studios. Also, I'm gonna start on a new. Well, getting prepped at least. We're gonna try to record at least 1 or 2 episodes of a new LP that we're doing for Hallows Eve
I like it.
for the spooky month of October until whenever we finish it. That will probably be the next time we record sometime this week.
I like it.
So get ready for that. It's gonna be we're keeping it on the DL on down low. But I can guarantee it's gonna be spoopy. So got that, and then I'm probably gonna play Catherine after this on twitch.tv/People8Studios. So if you just hang tight, you can watch me play Catherine.
Be there, folks.
Also, you can
Or be square.
or be
Exactly.
square.
Don't be bitches. Don't be snitches.
bi-
Go watch
Bitches
James.
get
I can't
snitches.
believe you said that.
Yeah.
Bitches get snitches who happen to get stitches. And then you can follow me on Twitter at People810.
Dab. What about you,
Who's-
Mr. Jeffers?
Well, you can find me by searching for Days of Our Lives on the GTA servers. And on Twitch on Thursdays, Splash Screen Gaming. Hopefully, we'll get all you guys on here with us too, doing that.
Yo.
But other
Yeah,
than that,
I'll play.
yeah,
I'll play on the Switch version.
the Switch version.
Are
Of,
they-
Okay, that will work.
of Overwatch.
Yeah.
I'll play completely separate of all
If
you
it'll-
guys, but I'll be in the
if
same
it'll do it.
Discord. I'll be on the same Discord server.
I like it.
I'll pretend that I'm playing with you guys. but
Yeah.
not really.
Oh, my nose is running.
Whatever works.
Whatever works, my friend.
Yep.
Where can they find you? And what's coming up?
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Hopefully, finding out if I get becoming a police officer in good news sense.
Mhm.
Healing all my injuries, including my hands. I'm
Tending to your wounds.
smashing him in between a doorway.
You need to stop bro fisting so hard, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? Dude, I fucking remember that was a thing. Fist pump, man. Good old Jersey Shore, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta start slow. You gotta go down. Punching the
still do
ceiling.
You can't go too fast. Yeah, you don't want to.
They
hurt
they still
yourself.
do that at Seawolves games.
Do they really?
Whenever there's like an RBI or something, they always do the fist pump. Still.
That's
Nice.
funny. So, that do want to get in the GTA server. Got my computer up. Got my new headset. Um, got a new phone. So everything hopefully is on the up and up on technology wise, and hopefully there's some big things coming this week. I don't know what they are, but as well as be
They're going to
packing.
be big and things.
So, but that's all I got, and you can find me as always on the Geech of the Captain. Exactly. You can find me on the Geech. No, Captain Geech 15, Captain underscore Geech 15 on everything. Captain Geech 15 on the gram of the Insta. Anybody got any suggestions as to what maybe I should change my name to? Because it's something I've always thought about doing, kind of more professional grade, becoming a YouTuber, hiking, trailing. Me and Schroeder are going to go on many, many adventures.
Yeah, I've been telling people we're gonna make Star Wars fan film when I get there.
I like it.
Nice.
So any suggestions, reach out. Don't forget to email us, levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com. Questions, issues, concerns, whether you want to see us talk about game news, anything like that. Join our Discord. We don't really have a true link to it yet, but if you do want it, just let us know and join in, man. Join in the fun, join in the community, as well as make sure you follow us on Twitter at what, James?
LVL Unlocked Pod. That's LVL Unlocked Pod.
Beauteous.
Also, don't forget to ask about the GTA server.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you
You
want
want-
to join,
You want that application, baby? Hit up Splash Screen Gaming or any of us, and we will get you in the application process. Is it open? Do they have to apply to get
Yeah.
into it, or can you just
I
get
was
into
gonna
it?
say, I don't even think you need to do any of that extra stuff. I think you just get in.
I think so too. If you want to be
Sure.
like a police officer or something, you got to apply though.
Yeah, that's what you gotta apply for is that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, to get in, just go in. Days of Our Lives. If you do want to be a police officer, obviously you got to apply just like a real job. Just make sure you're not goofing off. So
Yeah. And then if you get denied, we're not gonna tell you.
exactly, you're gonna be banned for life,
can't-
but we're not gonna give
we
you a
can't
reason
tell
why
you.
you were banned.
Yeah.
Just accept it and move on with your life. Just
Pretty
continue
much.
like everything's normal. Anyways,
Walker, here's a way, Walker. I found a way that you can get into. You can still be like a corrections officer at an Arizona State prison. I know how.
Hmm.
You just need to go into the witness protection program.
not a bad
I've seen
idea.
that show.
They'll reconstruct your face. They'll get you a whole new identity, a whole new social security card, whole new backstory.
Gotcha,
Don't we,
bitch.
like,
And nobody
backstory,
will be.
too?
And yeah, they do. And not that I would know or anything. But they
Wink, wink.
let me yeah. Let me just they completely change you. Like every way, shape, and form. You're a completely different person, and nobody knows except for the government.
Hmm.
And then when it's all said and done, you're like, hey, you know Jeremy Walker? Yeah, it's me, motherfuckers! Surprise! And then just walk out, drop a mic, have a microphone in your back pocket, and drop it in front of the warden.
And then you pop open a can of White Claw.
Yep,
Yeah.
smash them together, Stone Cold style.
Yeah, you
Ain't
can't
no
forget the
laws,
White Claw.
babies.
Mhm.
But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of the Level Unlocked Nation, the Lock Pickers, the Level
Jake
Unlockers,
Paulers,
the Jake
the Low
Paulers, the
Gang.
Low Gang, the PewDiePiers, Mr.
No,
Beast,
that's the 9-year-old army.
that 9-year-old army. Thank you. We love you. And we will see you next week. Boop-a-boop-a-boop-a-doop-a-doop. Peace.
Yeah.
Later, guys. Where's my button at? There it is.